Hello, Unity devs. Alright, so the Unity Asset Store has this really cool asset that's discontinued called FXMaker. Alright, so FXMaker only works in Unity 4. Alright, and to start capturing, I'll need a camera. So I'll add a camera to the scene. Alright, and just need to drag this camera to the render camera slot. Okay, and set the background to black. Okay, that looks good. And toggle the keyboard so I can see it. And for this effect that I see here, if I want to look at it in the scene view, just place this there so I can capture it, and you can see it there on the render texture. So now as I click through these different items, you can place things where you need them. Okay, now, in my case I wanted to capture a double helix. So if I go to the spiral here, and go back to the scene, I want to have the I capture the helix from the side here, about like that. Okay, and using the tool, I can adjust the time scale of the animation, and I'm going to want this to be not blinking a lot. So if I go to the particle emitter, you can browse the properties, spiral, here we go, and turn speed. So right now the turn speed is 128. If I crank this up to 1000, there we go, then I can adjust this time scale slider. Okay, I wanted something about that fast. So I can also adjust the size of these particles. So number of arms, I just want to have 2. You can say like 8 or 10 or whatever if you're going for an effect like that. In my case, I just want a double helix. You can specify the distance between elements. So 0.1. And that fades as it goes along. Okay, that looks good. On the particle system, you've got your lifetime, your size. Here we go. Alright, and as we're playing with these, we want to start the capture so we can see what it looks like on the keyboard. So capture a frame, it's set to keyboard, give it a name. If I just start capturing, here we go. I can see the helix down here. I can play around with these size. And actually that's pretty decent. Can go back to the number of arms. And you have to decide, can you tell what's happening based on these values? Three might be a little too busy. I think 2 is good enough to see something was going on. Okay, so if I go back to the thickness here, the size of these particles, go for something big. That's actually what I wanted. Let's go even higher just to see what happens. Like 50. Okay, so it might look like this in the view here, but you can see in the render texture over here, that's pretty decent. Also, I can adjust this to position it. I mean, I think looking at the keyboard, I can definitely tell that's a Helix. Still want to go thicker. Okay, so there's the particle size. I don't know, let's just crank it up. 200. I think there's like a max. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was going for. Okay, so if I stop capture, then I can go in and enter this frame cap. So I typically will capture like 100 frames so that I can play around with the Design API and merge the layers together. There we go. Capture it right as it starts. Okay, well that's what I wanted. Anyway, as you can see here, there's a whole library of effects here. There we go. Anyway, these are some things you can do with FXMaker. Thanks for watching.